What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, the Options Boss, sliding up on y'all. I hope all is good. I hope you guys had a great day today, and I hope you guys took the weekend to study so you could have been prepared for the craziness that was the market today. Now, with that being said, guys, I'm going to talk to you about just that. I'm going to talk to you about what happened today in the market. I'm going to talk to you about what we did to prepare for that, and I'm going to talk to you about what we can look forward to going forward. So with that being said, veterans of the channel, y'all already know how I go. Go down below, like the video, drop a comment. Every time you do, your support helps my channel grow so much, and for that, guys, I appreciate you. And watch this video in its entirety, and the YouTube algorithm is going to love me, and for that, I'm going to love you. So with that being said, newbies to the channel, if you're interested in the stock market, if you're interested in trading options, I'm your boy. I'm the Options Boss. I'm going to give you the game from A to Z. I'm going to let you know how the thing go. So you definitely want to go down below, right down there. You want to hit that subscribe button. You want to hit that notification bell. And you want to click all notifications. And every time I drop these Get Money Jewels, you'll get it first things first, right off the press. So you can put these game plans and strategies right into play the very next day, as soon as the market opens. Now, with that being said, guys, wow. Today, you got to take a deep breath after today. Today was a Monday, and it felt like a Friday that fast. I mean, my gosh. You talk about SPY going up and down and up and down and up and down, and it just would not give you any type of consistency. So, if you guys have my Tier 3 channel membership, you saw my video over the weekend where I told you guys what areas of support there was for SPY and told you what we could expect to happen as far as where we could go down to and where we would go up to, etc., etc. And lo and behold, that's almost verbatim what happened. Now, I will throw out the caveat. I had no clue that there was going to be so many peaks and valleys of today. But I told you guys, if you watch Tier 3, that you got to watch that 444, 443 type area. And sure enough, SPY did bounce off that area, and then it went back up again. And when it went back up, it was nice. Now listen, we started out the morning bullish. We started out the morning, SPY was green. It was up like, almost 0.5%, if not more than that. QQQ was green. It was up almost 0.5%, if not more. And everything was great. And I told the guys in my paid options group chat, sure enough, I told them, I said, listen, we're going to start off slow today because I got to make sure this is not a bull trap. It just dawned on me this morning that that could be a bull trap. And lo and behold, if you traded this morning, you know it was a bull trap. So I was transitioning us out of calls and into puts because I saw that bull trap coming. And the reason why I saw it is because I broke down the chart. I looked at the chart. I saw the levels that we needed to get to be comfortable. So I knew where we were trading at, which I believe was like around 447-ish, 448-ish this morning. I knew that was trap area, and I didn't want to fall for that. So we, real quick, got out of a couple of calls that we were in that were dying. We jumped into a couple of puts, made hundreds of dollars on mRNA. I mean, mRNA, guys, I don't know what to tell you. That stock is a money maker, whether it's going up or going down. Today, it made us a lot of money going down. A lot of times, it's made us a lot of money going up. But nevertheless, as long as you're making the money, it doesn't matter if it's a put or a call. And if you guys are not familiar with how to buy a put, I'm going to link a video right up top. I want you guys to watch that video because you really got to be comfortable with puts, especially right now with where the market is, because we're still in a tedious situation, and I'm going to explain that to you as we go forward. But nevertheless, we hopped into some mRNA puts. They printed. We hopped into some square puts, and that printed. And here's the catch-22. If you guys watched the last video I dropped, and I'll link that video up top as well because it was a video very informative with good information for you guys. I mentioned that square could possibly pull back a tiny bit more, and if it did pull back, it would be a good opportunity for long calls. So Square did indeed pull back. And when it pulled back, we jumped in those puts and we made money off those puts. However, once that falling stop, which was actually a little bit more falling than I projected. But once that falling stop, we flipped right off of those puts, right into calls, and we made some money on square calls. And I believe we still are in a few square calls as I make this video at this moment. So we'll see what that does going forward. But I tell you guys, that is the beauty of being able to understand what's happening in the market. Is you can look at the chart and you can see, hey, we can get some puts right here. And then, you know, hey guys, this thing might have flipped a little bit. Let's go and we can flip into some calls right here. Or if you're in calls and you see, hey, this might have flipped a little bit like MRNA, then you can switch it out and you can get into some puts right there. And that's what we did. We did it both ways. We did calls to puts on MRNA, and then we did puts to calls on Square. And the puts to calls actually turned out to be better because we made money on the puts and on the calls. On MRNA, our calls did die, but we got it back on the puts, and that was always a good. That was definitely a good finish. But as far as SPY goes, I knew it would get to that 444, 443 area. That's exactly what happened. And then it bounced back up. We have some really strong support around that 443 area. I believe we would be, I can't even go too much into that, but we have some really strong support around that area. Just know that. And if you want to know why, you definitely want the Tier 3 membership. But that being the case, I thought that we could definitely stay above that. I would have been surprised if we broke it. However, if we do break that going forward, I want you guys to know we're going to be bearish and you need to jump into puts. However, what we're looking at now is we got down to like the low 444s, and then we pushed right up and got up to about 446 to end the day. So now we got a little breathing room. Now, we're not out the woods yet. SPY needs to get 449. When SPY get to 449, then we could say, all right, we took care of this bear push for a minute. But for now, the bears are still out. They're still breathing down their necks heavy. They're still out there trying to, you know, shake the market down and make things fall. So you gotta be careful. Don't take large positions, which was another thing I told my group chat today. Don't take, you know, big positions or anything. You know, just kind of ease your way in. And if we hit 449, the Bulls is back in control. Let's go. If we hit 443 and lower, the Bears are in control. Now you gotta deal with the puts. But if you're in between that area, 443, 449, tread very lightly. That's what I want you guys to do. Because if you go hard in this area, that thing could flip on you, and next thing you know, you're looking at your portfolio like, what happened? And today, it could have been that way a few times because, like I said, SPY would go up to 446. It would come down to 444 and change. It would go up to like almost 447. It would come down to 444, the low 444s. And it just kept playing around in that area. We were in a couple of calls. I was in a snow call. I was in a Tesla call. And there were several times where you looked at the snow call and you looked at the Tesla call and you said, you know what? Maybe it's time to get out. But I held those calls even through those dips. I held those positions because I looked at those charts and I knew that they were strong. I held those positions, and as they came back, we wound up getting a nice win on Snow today. We wound up getting a nice win on Tesla today. And those wins contributed to the success that we did have to offset some of the earlier calls that went bad on us. So that's how you got to do it. It's very important, guys. If you don't understand how to read a chart, you got to really put your effort into it. That's one thing I always tell people about trading options. This is not something that's just going to come to you. You got to really put some effort into it. So whether you read in books or whatever the case may be, I'll offer you guys Tier 3 where I show you guys different charts and I show you what I see on the chart. And the goal for me, for you is, if you see enough charts enough times, eventually you'll start picking up these things yourself to the point where you're self-sufficient reading these charts. That's how I learned how to read charts. I saw other people break down charts and I looked at it enough times that eventually it started to make sense to me to the point where I can explain it comfortably to you guys. So that's what you got to do. You've really got to put effort into this thing. It's not going to just, you know, you're not going to just wake up and be the best trader or the best chart reader, you got to put a little effort into it. Books is good. Tier 3, of course I'm biased. Tier 3 is a good example of that. But those things help you. And those things help me today with the calls that I made. It helped me recoup money that we would have lost from earlier in the morning when the market dumped. Because I saw certain charts that I knew were strong, and I knew that we could get in those plays and make money. And that's what I want for you guys. We are not out the woods yet. SPY 443, SPY 449 need to be on your mind. And I always tell you guys SPY because SPY has a huge impact on the market. There's so many companies in there, 500 companies obviously. So it's a lot of companies in SPY. Usually SPY is going to dictate the way the market goes for better or for worse. Obviously there's outliers to that, but that's definitely what you want to have on your mind. Look at SPY, get familiar with SPY, understand how it trades, understand how it moves, and that's going to make your day better. So that's why I always talk to you guys about SPY, because it's going to tell you, for better or for worse, 8 out of 10 is going to tell you what the market is going to do this day or the next day and so forth and so forth. SPY 443, SPY 449, guys. You can always be a boss with the options boss, and I'm a holler when I holler.